people react to them. Like, if they have a lot of attention and they can just kind of turn people down because they feel like they're up here and on this pedestal because they have this...
The illusional pedestal.
Yeah, and they have all this attention.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it kind of, when they're not on that pedestal, they feel shitty about themselves.
100%. And, dude, think about it like this. I don't know if I told you this, but it's very hard for people to, like, if someone I randomly met and, you know, was, like, say it's just, like, a new person, a new dude I meet at the gym, right? Just, like, you know, talking. He's like, oh, yo, bro, we should work out sometime. I'm usually, like, I usually am very cautious of the people that I let into my life, you know? And the one way to get straight to my heart and past all the boundaries and limitations is being a hot chick, all right? Like, that is the number one.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you're hot, man, you're like, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but,
we're chimp brain.
Yeah, we're
wired,
chimp. Yeah,
we're wired that way.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, listen, I'm like, hey, here's my number. You know, contact me. You can come over whenever you want. I'll pay for your...
You're looking smoking, I will simp.
But, exactly, right? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to simp to, like, you know, crazy extents, but, you know, obviously, if she's a hot individual and a person that I'm attracted to, I'm going to want to keep talking to that person, you know, and hopefully lead to further events, such as our relationship, and, you know, so on and so on. But...
all the nitty-gritty that occurs within those boundaries.
So I think a lot of females, and even guys, to some extent, know this, right? They know that they have a way of getting past these certain boundaries, right? They have a way of influencing and persuading people, right, to get what they want, right? So kind of like you said, that's what they're used to, right? Those are the standards that they kind of live by and they expect from the external reality, right? Because they're so used to that.
Yeah.
So what happens when that doesn't happen, right?
Yeah,
What happens when that standard's not met, right?
Mm-hmm.
When that thing doesn't go according to plan, like 1% of the time, right? Because most hot individuals, right, usually get it their way, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying this to, you know, create any stereotype. I'm not saying this speaking from my own experience, you know,
discourage anything.
And I think it's a big thing of it is grounding yourself, you know, and
absolutely.
it's like, and one of the greatest things is grounding yourself in environments where that doesn't exist, you know, where
like the gym.
yeah.
You were talking about, like, you know, like that, and like the previous topic that we were just discussing, and I can't remember exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
But you get the gist.
Yeah.
The thing is, like going back to the simplicity of, like, when you lose the pedestal, like the illusory pedestal, you're only left with yourself. But that's like that's why I'm saying, like, when you exist only by yourself in like that environment, that's a gym, because it's you, or nature. It's either you and the wild, or it's you and the weights.
Wild weights.
Yeah. And it's like, there is where you can get true, like, self-growth done.
You can see yourself, too. You can really learn about yourself.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like, that's one of those things where you can, or like a sensory deprivation tank. That's like one of the best ones, because it's like, that is the most extreme methods of meditation, where it's you are detached from literally gravity, and you are left to float in darkness and think.
Yeah.
That is like,
yeah, it's deep. It's very deep.
Exactly. That is the epitome of solitude.
Yeah.
And, like, you cannot see, you cannot fucking hear outside of the water that you are currently laying in, and you are just floating.
Yeah.
And that is, like, you need to divorce yourself from the pedestal and from all these other prying eyes that seek your favor. But the only real favor that anyone should be expecting from you is, like, probably nothing. You know, it's like the hot chick thing again. Everybody, you know, if you're a hot girl, you get on. There's going to be a more than likely enough chance you're going to have a bunch of horny dudes in your DMs trying to get in your pants. That's just.
Listen, we're not saying that to be biased. We're saying this from objective research.
That's how it is.
I'm just telling you how it is, man.
And like, if you can just cut yourself off from everybody who wants to get something from you, and
It's a
look at
means to an end,
and look at the other people around you that want to. The only thing they expect from you is to be the best version of yourself.